Greetings and salutations. Welcome to October. Where, things get creepier, like bad movies, good movies, your rents and all that. Everyday stuff. But today we're not going to talk about that. Today we're going to talk about a movie. We're going to talk about one of my favorite movies. Actually, kind of my favorite James Gunn movie. Slither. I mean, most people like Guardians of the Galaxy, or Space Movie Super, but if you're a really hardcore Troma fan, you like Romeo and Juliet. He also was a writer for Dawn of the Dead, with the Zack Snyder one, and also he was a writer for the 2 live-action Scooby-Doo movies. But yeah, let's talk about Slither. I mean, this movie's great, isn't it? I mean, but let's talk about it. So let's get the notes. Okay. Let's put the DVD down and wait. What's this? Bloodrayne? What? I thought I was talking about this. I thought I was talking about Slither. Not this. Not this. No, we're not talking about this. You people, you don't deserve my criticism. But fine. You bullshitter. We'll talk about Bloodrayne. So, let's get started, I guess. But for those of you who don't know, Boll is a world-class director who makes... He is known to make the worst video game adaptations, whether it's House of the Dead, trying to think like things like, say, Alone in the Dark, the Bloodrayne movies. He also did Far Cry, the Far Cry movie. He also did Blubberella, I think. And yeah, he did today's video, Bloodrayne. So, what was the budget of the film? $25 million. The film was written by Boll. It was released in the year 2005. The cast includes Kristanna Loken as Rain, Michael Madsen as Vladimir, Ben Kingsley as Kagan, Michelle Rodriguez as Katana, Matthew Davis as Sebastian, and Meatloaf as Leonodin. So, let's give you some good things about it. Like, say, the opening title cards for the film are pretty nice. It's animated nicely. But some of the bad things is, like, when the film begins, I have no idea when the film starts, and when century or any of that. Maybe it takes place during the 17th century, because, I mean, or 18th century. It doesn't say. I mean, we see a bunch of horse-drawn carriages, we see a bunch of, fires, we see a bunch of animals and all that. Maybe it's taking place during time of Downton Abbey. Probably not. But one thing that doesn't make sense in time from, like, the first time we see a vampire, it's killed by Sebastian, and because he doesn't see his reflection, he goes like, say, he just kills him, and then no one bats an eye, like, oh, vampire, okay, and then some character goes like, say, I like you, rhinestone guys. You know how to clean a mess, make a mess, not make a mess. The first time we see Rain is she's a sideshow freak, and my God, if you thought like say heck even like say Alone in the Dark was just bad, this movie has a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. 4%. I don't know how you do that, but he did it. There's no emotion for this film. There's absolutely none. Everyone has the most important expression. Like say, they might go like say, I do not know who you are. Like, how do you know my name? Or, Kagan is the most bloodthirsty vampire in the land. Or, you think, give me the eye, Give me the eye. Give me the eye. That's the entire kind of tone you're given. The first time we have a bit of CGI is, like, say, the CGI of a castle, of Kagan's castle, and it looks absolutely awful. It looks like they recreated it using the game footage from the game. It's that bad. Some of the things, like, sometimes the film uses a bit of flashbacks, but these flashbacks are just, they don't really work. They go, like, say, one point here, and then suddenly flashback, and then goes like the camera angle. The camera is very unfocused at times. It really is. Michelle Rodriguez, she's looking like she like why did I sign up for this movie? And Michael Bradson, he's always in a drunken sway or something like that. And sometimes you can tell he's wearing a wig. It just looks so bad on him. The fight scenes, they're kind of bad. They're really bad. I mean, I've seen better, like, in outdoor drama. I mean, I've been involved in some outdoor drama, and so yeah, I know. I mean, then again, some outdoor drama shows are pretty dang good because they do figure out their choreography, they practice it, they figure out, okay, this is what's gonna be exciting for the audience, and also the actors. Because if the actors aren't feeling it, the audience isn't gonna feel it. If it's not exciting for them, it's not gonna be exciting for us. The makeup for the film is alright, to be honest with you. It's not crazy. It's just, I mean, the makeup reminds me of something like a zombie that you would have seen in From Dusk Till Dawn. Quentin Tarantino's, not Quentin Tarantino, it was Robert Rodriguez's From Dusk Till Dawn. And those are some awesome vampires. If you haven't seen From Dusk Till Dawn, I would totally check out the TV show and also the movies. For the first one, mostly. One thing that doesn't really make sense is, for the entire time we hear how Kagan is a very powerful vampire, but then again, we don't really ever see any evidence of that. All we see is that he uses his humans or his thralls to basically say, thralls, go there, or his main thrall leader goes like, say, thralls, come with me, we shall do battle, or something like that. Maybe Ben Kingsley wasn't available for an entire shoot or something like that. Yeah. I mean, so basically what the whole film is, Rain is trying to defeat Kagan, so she goes on an adventure to get MacGuffins that will make it so that she becomes more powerful than him. So she gets an eye of seeing and a heart of strength or something like that. And each one is just like this movie is, it's only an hour and 38 minutes, but then it drags, man. It just goes like that. At times I felt like come on, move on. I want to get to the end of this, man. I mean, there's a scene where, like, say, a monastery scene where a monster is, like, holding the key she needs to get to the first objective, and it looks awesome. The makeup looks awesome, and then also like the fact they use practical effects for when there's kills. It looks really great. There's also a lot of inconsistency. Like, say, Rain is a vampire, sometimes she kills vampires, but sometimes they don't always, you know, turn to dust. Like, the first time we see a vampire, it turns to dust, and all that. Like, say, there's another scene where we see Kagan get killed, he turns to dust. Every time when she fights zombie vampires, they don't. But then I guess they couldn't do that for the entire film because that would probably destroy the budget or something like that. Meatloaf is one of the characters in the film. He is having fun with his role. He is basically a vampire pimp. I mean, he's in his castle. He's got a bunch of vampire ladies who are basically just fraud on him. They just like laying on him like that. His wig looks ridiculous, and he goes, "Oh, Kagan, Kagan has no power here. And I gotta say one thing: the sex scenes in the movie are just awkward. I mean, at one point you're just like, what? Like you might not be paying attention, but suddenly, oh goodness, oh, it's just like, it's so cringy. It's just like, you ever seen you ever seen the sex scenes in, say, well, I mean, you're probably in, say, I'm trying to think, what is it? Is it Ride to Hell? But if you're not underage, old enough to watch this movie, don't play Ride to Hell. No. But then again, don't even play Ride to Hell. It's a terrible game. We also get some things like, say, Kataryn is a traitor. Her father's trying to get her out or something like that. You really don't care. It's like, so much of the character development is non-existent, so you don't really give a care. And at some points in the film, like, say, Michelle Rodriguez's character, like, whenever she's going to go get at the, her, what was it, some kind of objective she has to get, you can tell she's just wearing a bra in this scene or something like that. Which, to think, like, okay, I guess, but then again, you think, like, why is that? It doesn't make sense because of the time period. Like, did women have bras in that time period? I don't know. I mean, most of my theater experience tells me they did not. I can say the best line in this movie is, I guess from Michael Madsen when Vladimir and Sebastian are in jail, and he goes to say, hey, hello guard, my companion is missing. I'm not sure where he is, what has become of him. And then he basically, the guard goes in, then Sebastian just jumps up, and then basically just kicks him, and then he just falls out, and he just... so dumb and so awful. The final fight scene is awful too, and then the final shot of the movie is just a few seconds of the film is a flashback of the entire movie from Rain's perspective, and then when she gets on the throne, then she goes out on her horseback, and then movie over. I mean, to be honest about this movie, it's dull. It's really dull. And at the same time, there's some, like, so bad it's good kind of funny moments, but then you really don't care because it's just so boring. The action sequences are just a joke. I mean, no offense to the guy. I mean, I'm sure this guy's doing a lot of work now, but if this guy's mostly worked with UB Boll, then I feel bad for him, because UB Boll is a terrible director. He doesn't know when to say, guys, give me more, give me less. He just does not know when to do that. So yeah, I mean, who knows? But I mean, this is all I gotta say. I mean, I could keep going, but there's not much I can say. But yeah. This is just me talking about Bloodrayne, because I recently got it at a dollar store for $1, and I thought, why not? Then again, it also gave me Bloodrayne 2 for PC. And also, there's actually 3 Bloodrayne movies. Apparently the second one it takes place during the Old West, and then the third one takes place is Bloodrayne, the Third Reich. Which a lot of horror films did. They seem to like doing the Nazis or stuff, and I'm just like, why? So it's kind of dumb. But that's all I'm gonna say. Hope you like me talking about an absolutely awful movie. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye. Oh, and happy Halloween. I mean, happy October. Might do more horror films or films that are bad. Who knows? If you like me doing this, then I'll do more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye.